Today we're celebrating the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I've traveled a lot, I've lived abroad, and I can tell you, as a TV pundit recently said, nowhere else do women, minorities, animals, and plants have it so good than in this country. Joseph Smith called our Constitution a heavenly banner. And President Benson said that constitutional government will endure. And my personal opinion is that while it may not endure in the marbled halls of Washington, D.C., there will always be a place somewhere on this continent where constitutional government exists. And I guess the choice as to whether we continue to enjoy the freedoms enumerated in that document depend on a number of things. But we should ask ourselves, are we going to participate in the preservation of the Constitution? Are we going to enjoy those blessings, or are we going to be among Americans who lose those blessings? We should know our rights. We should know the Constitution in order to preserve it. We should understand that, for example, the 9th and 10th Amendments of the Constitution say that any rights that are not specifically designated to the federal government are automatically rights given to the state and to individuals. We need to prevent corrupt leaders from taking our rights unchallenged. I know we can easily be discouraged by current events, recent Supreme Court rulings, but I also want to remind you that many Supreme Court rulings have been overturned. There were pro-slavery rulings, many of them, that have been overturned. And so things can be changed if we elect the right people. We shouldn't let individuals suffer for the good of the majority. We shouldn't buy into the mentality that the majority good is always best and is more important than the rights of the individual. We should avoid being designated as victims so that we can be rescued and cared for and protected by our government. That's not what our Constitution is about. That's not what agency is about. That's not how Heavenly Father wants us to live. And so when anyone tries to make you feel like a victim or put you in a category where you need special protection, you need to rethink that. We need to learn, as the Doctrine and Covenants tells us, learn of countries, of governments, of languages, of wars, of complexities of nations. We need to learn secular knowledge. We need to have that information readily on hand in order to defend our rights and our privileges. Consider running for office. Consider being one of those people who will stand up locally, at the state level or at the federal level. I think the word American automatically says diverse, automatically means unique, automatically means special, and we really don't need other designations. Special designations and classifications of any groups or individuals really tend toward division, tend toward fostering pride and comparisons. And we don't need comparisons. We don't need divisions. We need unity. We're to be an example to the world of freedom through unity. I'm so grateful to live in this land. I know even our constitutional government isn't perfect, but it's the best thing that we have. Is America's mission complete? Are our glory days over? Are we on decline now? I believe that there's much more for this country to accomplish, and I believe that God has more for us to do. President Monson says, "The future is as bright as your face."